Hey, in this video, we're going to go through the clean data step for Zoho surveys. All right, so if you were following along from last video, we have all of our prep done. Now we're just going to be cleaning. Here we have the new question number. So everything here is grouped by new question number. You can switch it here by changing this, change the number, hitting enter. You're going to have your column names listed here. If you have multiple columns, those are for the group ones that we did. You got your respondents for this question. You're going to have your final question text, which is going to be the text that's going to be in your dashboard where everybody can see it. So make sure that's nice and clean. You have your abbreviation, which is going to be just a short snippet of your question. This is going to be what you're going to select for your question in your kind of select a question list. So just make this short and easy to understand because you're going to need to know, what to select for your question. You got section heading, which is optional. This is just used to group your questions into different groupings. You got demographic questions or satisfaction questions or whatever type of questions. You can just use this to group them and organize them. All right, but you don't have to use it. Notes, this is going to be a specific note for this question. If you want to, for some dashboards like the Tableau one, if you want to show a note saying, this question was asked to just these type of people or these population, then whenever you get to this question, that note will pop up if you enter it here. Under that, you have your change question type, and you have what your current question type is. If you ever need to change your question type, sometimes you'll look at your data preview, which is right here, and it don't look right because you picked the wrong question type. So at this point, you just change it, and you're good to go. Hide it if you want. You got your previous, save, and next. And then you got your data preview down here, which is a good example of what to expect in your dashboard. If it doesn't look right in the data preview, then probably something's wrong, okay? Because it gives you a good just wireframe of what to expect. And then also whatever you change down here in the data preview, like all these you can change, will also reflect in the dashboard. So whatever you see down here is going to show up in the dashboard. All right, so let's go through. We do one at a time and just kind of cleaning and adding some new variables here. All right, so final question. I don't want to just show company. I want to show something like what is your company name, maybe. And company can just be our abbreviation. I don't mind that because that's just a short snippet of it. All right, this can be whatever we want. Demographics, demo. This, like I said, just helps us organize our questions some. And we could put it there, we could not. Up to you. Zip code, I'm just going to put that as abbreviation. And what the actual text is going to be what is your zip code. All right, and definitely utilize copy and paste because that would make things go a lot quicker. US region, same thing, copy, paste. What is your US region? Now, if you want it to go really fast and you don't care really what your final question and abbreviation is, you can leave these blank, hit next, and it's just going to show whatever is here. Okay. Only thing you got to be careful with is make sure you don't have your abbreviation replicated because every question number needs a unique abbreviation. Another thing you can do is, like I said, you can change the text down here. You can also change, like for example, you change this to central and this to central, and then once it gets to the dashboard, it'll group those together and add this 5 and 4 to be 9 for central. All right, so you do grouping here as well. All right, what's your birthday? Copy and paste, DOB, and we're going. So as you see, this is a lot faster than the other one. The prep stage because we did a lot of the hard work before. This will be start date, and let's change the section heading now. Now we're getting into our survey questions. All right, so this looks a little different. This is our single response matrix, and like I said, this is like a preview of what to expect. Okay, so let's go ahead and just do our final question text right here. Our abbreviation, let's do features available. All right, and you see here we have 3 different column names because we grouped these 3 columns together. You'll see they are showing up in our matrix row and then what our answers are showing up in our answer column. Now with this, you'll see we have what we really want: graphical presentation, database integration, integrate with website at the end. So all we got to do is just delete this question part in the front, and there's also these brackets here, and we're good to go. Now what you have to do is just make sure whatever you have here is what you want to show in your dashboard, because that's what's going to reflect. Whatever you type in here or here is going to show in the dashboard. Okay, so all of this has to look right. If it doesn't look right, then something's wrong. Now you also have the answer column order, or you can order these in the correct order. As you see, these are not in the right order. Your number 1 is going to be all the way on the left. So I'm going to want my extremely all the way over here. So I'm going to give this a 1, a 2, 3, 4, 5. And you have the option to order these as well. If I want this 1, 2, 3, but this one is optional. This is optional. These are mandatory. Okay. And you can also change these texts if you like. All right. Next one. Copy and paste. These are all pretty easy. Copy and paste this one. This one is the multiple choice matrix. Same concept, it's a little different. What makes you continue to use this software? Why use software? Let's go with that. Here you can see all the column headers here. You see we have this part is what we want. This one's a little different because you see we have like 2 features, 2 customer support, and that's because we had to, remember, split those. But that is fine. The dashboard will account for all that. All we have to do is just delete this question part and these brackets, and everything else is done for you. So just go through and do this for each one of these. All right, all those are done. Now just make sure there's no spaces at the end of these or in the beginning. All these are exactly correct, because these are gonna all group within each other. Okay. Next, we're gonna give these orders. And we could give these orders here, but I don't want to. I'll just let it go in default order. All right, let's go next. Copy and paste. Do a image point of view. See, most of these are pretty simple. Only ones that are a little complicated, or not really complicated, just a little extra work, are the matrix ones usually. Let's see, workflows per day. But other than that, you're going to be flying through these. And if you don't have any matrix in your survey, then you're really going to be going pretty fast. And here we go with spell check, because I can't spell that good. All right, great. Likelihood to recommend. Call this NPS. Now on this one, you're going to have to delete all of this text, because we just need numbers here. So this is the net promoter score. So go ahead and delete all of this here. So it's just the number, because we're going to have to do some calculations, and we can't do calculations if there is text there. All right, good to go there. Grab this. Product daily, and you could actually have these final texts, final question and abbreviations done up front, or you can do it on the go. Up to you. Single response matrix. So this one we got a little more work, but I mean we already done a few of them, so same thing every time. Level of satisfaction. You can see here we just want this part. We want to delete the question text, which is in the front. I'm also going to delete that bracket at the end. All right, and see what I'm saying when I said once you do a few of them, it's the same thing over and over. So, I mean, we've done a few in just one survey. So once you do a few surveys, the output is the same every time for your survey software. So it's going to be the same process every time. So you'll be able to do this very quickly after a while. All right, here we're going to order these. I want 5 to be on my left, so I'm going to give that number 3. And I don't have to order the null because it's going to be filtered out anyway. All right, copy and paste. Here goes another matrix. Same thing. Looks like I didn't paste the right one. rate pricing, and just delete the bracket and the beginning. And give these an order. All right, now we're smooth selling. This is a text box, so we're not doing really anything fancy here. Also a text box. Then we have a ranking. Let's go ahead and grab this text for our final question text. And abbreviation, rank competitors. And you see we have Tableau, Power BI, ClickSense, and Spotfire. So we just delete these brackets in the beginning of the text, because whatever we put here is what's going to show up in the dashboard. All right, and next, and the last one is called a matrix dropdown. Go ahead and grab the question there. Abbreviation is, let's do satisfied with performance. Same thing, just delete the beginning. So after you finish this video, you'll see, I mean, you'll pretty much be an expert with any type of these matrix ones, because it's the same thing over and over. And see there's the lowercase I there. I'm gonna go ahead and uppercase that so it shows uppercase in the dashboard. All right, this is gonna be 2 parts, but it's okay. You don't gotta do nothing here. Let's go ahead and just rank, or actually I want this to be 1, 2, and 3. Or no, 1, 2, and 3. All right, next. All right, there we go. We are done with the cleaning. Next we'll be connecting our dashboard, and we'll get to that in the next video.